Parliamentary departmental committees were on a tight schedule Wednesday to complete the vetting exercise of PS nominees, with reports to have the matter done with before the legislators break for their long recess tomorrow. Parliament resulted to compressing the vetting of all the remaining 29 nominees within a day by inviting them to various parts of the city, from Parliament buildings to high-end hotels.
We wish you all the best.
Education nominee Belio Kipsanga said, having been part of the team that spearheaded elimination of cheating in national examinations, 100% transition policy, and the new competence-based curriculum, has other better plans to improve the education sector.
The moment we remove from our mind a physical place of where our children will be and deal with the content and learning that our children need to go through, then it will demystify this thing of saying, where shall we domicile? We shall be hosting these children in an environment that they'll be able to acquire the appropriate content, skills and competencies and values that we expect of them in that particular grade. We must harmonize the laws that can be harmonized so that we can be able to have a more structured engagement between parties that play roles in delivery of curriculum.
Also vetted was former Langata Member of Parliament Nixon Korir, who is PS nominee for State Department for Lands. Korir said his sole focus will be matters land grabbing and issuance of title deeds. Korir cited the Westlands eviction that happened weeks ago, saying any official that will be found culpable will be brought to book.
If land records are digitized, then you have traceability of who alters what, because when you change or you subdivide the land, the system should be able to give a trace or who did that share, so that if there is any problem later, it can be traced to an individual. I'm informed that there are a lot of titles lying here at the Ministry of Lands that have not been collected. One, because there is a charge of around 10% of the total value of the land on the person to collect the title. I think as a PES, we will relook into that if we can, because most of these titles are for settlement scheme and slum areas, the informal settlements. So most of these people might not be able to raise the money that is required to collect the titles.
As a business person, I still have my businesses running in South Africa.
Housing PS nominee Charles Hinga was put to task to explain how he would curb corruption cases in the ministry, as well as attainment of government's goal on affordable housing.
We have to do housing outside Nairobi, because if we don't do that, then people will continue coming to Nairobi in search of a better quality of life. And that is why we are doing houses in every county. We have written to every governor, told them to identify the land where we are going to bring the investors to come and do these houses.
Also vetted today was nominee for State Department on Energy Alex Wachira, who promised to lower the cost of power by, among others, terminating thermal plants in southern parts of Nairobi, such as the Muhoroni gas plant. Other nominees vetted were those of Environment, Labour, Roads, Tourism, ICT and Sports. The committee will retreat to write its report on the suitability of the nominees and will present a report to the House tomorrow, either for approval or rejection, after which the names will be forwarded to President William Ruto for approval. Grace Nganga, KTN News, Nairobi.